The question is not like, do trans people exist? Because we all know that some percentage of people are born feeling like they're a different gender than what their genitalia tells them. But the question is like, at what age should you start taking a kid serious when they tell you that they feel like they are actually a different gender than their own? Because, like, for example, an anorexic girl, she thinks she's fat, but she's actually skinny, right?
Right.
We don't, like, they go to the doctor. We don't say, okay, well, here's some diet pills so that you can get skinnier. We acknowledge that, like, okay, you have an idea in your head that you're different than you actually are in real life. So we got to try to coax you back to reality and create a healthy relationship with food. The question is like, at what age do you have a kid say, oh, I think I'm a boy, and then you actually treat it like it's serious, you know? Because that's the whole conversation is like, do you give puberty blockers to 6-year-olds? Not that I think you're qualified to have the final word on this or anything, but I mean, that's the conversation, you know?
I had a relationship with a woman in prison.
A guard?
No, inmate.
Okay.
Inmate.
Explain. And when were you in prison? When was it?
No, I wasn't in prison, but my homie was in prison. So back in the day, me and my homie, we used to look up this shit called Otis. And you can look up prisoners and shit.
Okay.
We used to try to look up motherfuckers' cases to see if they was lying about what the fuck they said they was locked up for and all this shit.
Right.
And one day I was bored as fuck, and I just used the name Johnson, and I just started looking up girls. And I just found this girl.
You found one you liked?
Just started writing her.
What age was this?
This is like about 6-7 years ago.
And so bizarre at this stage in your career, presumably you could meet women on the outside and women who are free, who have their freedom.
Right.
But you decide you want to spend some time communicating with a woman who's locked up?
Well, it didn't start off like that. I thought it was a joke, you know what I'm saying? I was just like writing her like a fan and shit.
Right.
Then she started writing back, and then, you know, I was going over a breakup and shit, and we just started writing back and forth, and then I started sending her commissary and shit, and filling the story that she told me about why she went to jail and shit.
Why'd she go to jail?
Assault, less than assault, less than murder.
Okay, so like a real serious assault.
Yeah, she cut this girl with a box cutter.
You like that? It's kind of sexy to you. Just knowing it could go there. Josh, that food's there if we could send some of that.
So yeah, she did 5 years, and then the day she got out, cause I started fucking with her like a year before she got out. I was there when she got out of prison. You know what I'm saying? We got a hotel room and kicked it and all that shit.
And how long did the relationship continue after she got out?
Probably like 2 or 3 weeks after that.
What? So you're hanging on for years.
2 years.
And then she gets out, and it only lasts 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Yeah.
Why? What was different once she was on the outside?
The thrill was over. You know. Then she lived in Grand Rapids, which is like 2 hours away from Detroit. So
right.
It wasn't realistic, man.
Did it feel like kind of a waste of time, or did you kind of catch yourself like, what was I thinking? Why would I put so much time into this woman that was locked up?
Well, I don't know. I got like a studio house, man. So it's like a lot of my cousins and a lot of people stay with me. So at this time, everybody had moved out. So it was just me. So I was kind of a little lonely and bored as fuck. So that's why I did this shit.
That's one thing I don't say when I talk about how I got with my girl is I was a little lonely when I met her.
Right.
That's a big X factor. You could meet the fucking best chick ever, but if you don't got some loneliness, it might not turn into anything.
Yeah. You think that's kind of weird to do that, what I just did? Dated a chick from prison?
Well, okay, the scenario that I'm more familiar with is that you'll have like a black dude or just a dude in general, like gangster-ass dude who's kind of like an alpha male in the real world, and then he gets locked up, and then he ends up exchanging letters with some fucking 400-pound heifer on the outside, just basically like, you know, and then she's sending him money, and maybe he's got his conjugal visits or whatever. He gets to get his little pussy in there, whatever.
All right.
So like a high-value woman is not going to sit around and wait for his ass to get out of prison.
Exactly.
But then meanwhile, he got a girl who however deluded she might be, whatever kind of game he might be running on her, but she believes that this is the situation with her because she might not be able to fuck with this guy if he was on the outside, but while he's on the inside, they're like, oh, I got me a gangster ass dude, real cool guy, whatever. And then inevitably they get out and probably kick it with him for like a day or two, and then it's over.
So are you saying that, why am I doing this then, basically?
Well, I guess when I lay it out like that, yeah, it's kind of like, how did Bizarre end up spending this much time on this project?
Man, I think I'm bizarre, man.
Yeah.
I think that probably the shock of like, what the fuck am I doing? I'm that type of dude. I'm a fucking weirdo, man. I do shit like that, man. You know, because while I'm doing it, I'm thinking like, who the fuck would ever do this?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But you like that grimy ass element.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
You ever pick up a streetwalker?
Hell
Like to this day?
Hell yeah.
Really?
No, not in the last. Like, not.
We got a street called Fig out here in LA that you could hit up.
No. Fuck that. Backpage.
Oh, okay.
And what's the new one?
You tell me.
Damn, because they set Backpage down. That's a new one. Fuck. Damn, I gotta think of it.
But what is it? It's just the vibe?
It's the same shit. Backpage.
That $50 hand job in the car?
They be capping on there, though.
Wait, what do you mean?
They be saying send them a deposit first.
Oh, boy.
And,
you got scammed?
About 10 times.
So you what? You send them $100, $50?
20. They say, just send me 20 for gas, baby, and I'll be on my way.
And then they never show up?
Nope.
And you at home furiously beating your dick?
No, I'm cussing them out, saying all type of shit. Bitch, you a scammer. I'm gonna fucking report you to the fucking feds.
But I would have to beat my dick to kill the rage. Like, I'm so pissed off about this, and I was so expecting to bust a nut that I'm just gonna get it out of me.
Yeah, it is frustrating, man.
Let the demon out.
That shit is kept, man. Leave that shit alone.
Okay, yeah. I've been planning on it for sure. Yeah. But they got some bad bitches on that street.
Streetwalkers, man, you can get caught with that shit too quick.
Yeah, but they told me that the cops don't even be doing anything out here unless it's a young girl.
Oh.
Which I guess makes sense. So like it'll be like a shooting, so the cops come by. But if there was never young chicks walking up and down there, and if there was never any violence, then the cops would just let them rock.
Damn.
Welcome to LA, third world fucking country.
All right, people, we just hit 300,000 subscribers. You know we're trying to hit 400,000 subscribers. So that little red button, tap it, tap in. Appreciate y'all.